So it looks like we still have the 3 turns. Oh, I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to set himself up with a Skaven Scream as well. He'll probably pick that ball. Wow! DK is just getting it. He is just getting hammered with these dice. How many ones is he going to get? I want to know. Oof.
Sounds like victory.
They're going to spend time on the bench for that.
Man, that is rough. That's gonna hurt. Because he really needed to pick that up and get in there and protect himself. But he can still get down there because he still has. He could pick this up, hand off. He can get quite down the pitch, but he's going to be, he's going to be swarmed. He might end up. Very interesting to see what DK will try to do here to pull off that second half maneuver. All right, 2 turns now for DK. If I were him, I would use Ruffles Chipper to corner blitz Rosa Parks, hopefully getting her down and creating a lane. Once I had that lane, I would take Popper Tartness, pick the ball up, hand off to Fruity Roll-Up, and I would go down. Oh, or there's this, because all the defense is that way, and he's got that side wide open. This might even be smarter. Take this character at will, base him, and then go in the other direction, and then rebuild your screen over here, and then you really only have to, hopefully your ball carrier stays vertical, and then you've got a path. So still well within the DK, and the Kitchen Raiders can still score. I still think you'll see, but honestly, I don't even think you need to worry about the double handoff. I think you send him down. I think you pick the ball up with Popper Tartness, have him go far down as far as he can, and then you get Fruity Roll-Up, because, man, he only needs to get one or two squares here, and he's got the movement. I mean, ideally, you want to avoid the GFIs. So, yep, and it looks like he did with 10 movement. That's 3, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's going to have to do 1 GFI on sprint. I don't know if I would have left that. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, with the movement, he's going to have to do 1 GFI with no rerolls. And the handoff, presumably. But we'll see. Very nice. Very good screen. Very good screen. Now, hopefully, he picks the ball up and puts them right here, away far enough so that he's got a heck of a screen built. Very impressed with that. I don't know that I would have done that, but you have the block advantage. Oh, and Jotawig, a Hedwig, is knocked out. I don't know who that is as far as a badass woman. I don't know if Hedwig and the Angry Itch, but I don't know. Anybody who's familiar with very famous women can maybe chime in and let me know who that is supposed to be. So, you got to do it, DK. You can't just sit there. You've got to pick this ball up. And he gets the 6, gets the rags to riches. Now, you may see him just actually move backwards, because he is... Nope, okay, yeah, I was going to say, get behind the screen. Very smart, very smart. He's behind the screen, you know. They're going to have to waste a blitz to get him open. Well, maybe not. It's certainly possible. Oh, but it's 2 strengths up on Harper Lee. Yeah, you're not going to take... Ruffles Chipper is not going to go down to a strength 3. You'd have to waste 3 Amazons to base and crack off, and then hope you opened it enough that it get the opportunity. So, we shall see. We shall see. This is going to be interesting. But if I were DK, I'd be terrified about that single GFI that you have to take now. Or potentially have to take. It looks like he might just try to make it as difficult as possible for him to get the ball into Fruity Roll-Up's hands.
Those players are very close.
Oh, I get it. Ruffles, Fruit Roll-Ups, Pop-Tarts. This is a clever Rachel Rabies. Wow, that name doesn't really make sense. I'm assuming that's a call-up of some type. Nurgit. Oh, that's the make off with crumbs. I like it. Soup can Sammy. Good stuff.
They're getting up close and personal, Bob.
You need to be close. So close they can smell your breath and see the dead insects in your teeth.
There we go. Cracking a journey rat. Just gets us stunned.
Solid punch to the mangy critter.
Very interesting here. You can have make up with crumbs, get Ida B. Wells Barnett down, then you can have the handoff to Fruity Roll-Up. He dodges out with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, still need 11 movement.
Not a wise place to end your
And
turn on
that,
the border
never
of the
mind.
pitch. If the player gets pushed into the crowd, well,
Without jump up, now he is sealed off. Dalt has sealed off almost every scoring attempt. I say almost because make off with crumbs can skill score on 2 GFIs. And Soup Can Sammy can score as well. Oh, there's does one re-rolling one. That's the third Tripwire / Stymie special that we have seen. This is definitely possible, if not probable. It's still going to be tough. You'd still need a bit of a lane to open up for you, I feel. Because he's going to need to maybe pass, but that just seems like craziness. Oh, there you go. He's opening up the lane, which he did. Now he can get his piece down, get a handoff, potentially get himself in the end zone.
Moved right next to a teammate.
I think I would go with the... see, what I would have done is used him to base him, hit him to crack it open, and then I'd have handed off to the AG piece and had him... Because it only works if he takes a vertical step every time, so he'd need to get up there, and the only way to do that would be as this corner was free. He could still throw the 1 die. I mean, it's just, I don't know that I would do that. He's got block, so... Wow! Oh, diving tackle! That's right. So really, probably would have been better than the dive because of the diving tackle than to go vertical and see there. So, tough first half for DK. Really gave it his all, but unfortunately he was having some issues.
Wakey. One team's got some early knockouts back. We're obviously outnumbered. Seems impossible to win.
Despite being in the lead, this team now has to kick the ball to the losing squad.
They'll want to get it back as soon as they can.
Looks like the other game might be the game to watch. A lot of bloodshed in that one. A lot of fouling too, apparently. Rebels having a rough go of it. His Chorps are being beaten up pretty badly. Oh, here we go. Now that is a great start for the Raiders in the second half. Because they can move 3 squares. So he can get vertical and get some rats towards that ball. And then he just has to hope for some bad pickup luck with Dalt. And I mean, the rats are absolutely still in it. They failed both of those wake-ups again. That's ridiculous. But I guess he went with the wizard over the babe. And when you go wizard over babe, those are things that have a penchant for happening.
That astrography is made from a compound of sand,
Touchback.
gravel, bone dust, and the skulls of 5 players' agents.
How is that a touchback?
Tasty.
Huh?
Come on, guys. Together.
Wait, I gotta roll that back, folks. Maybe I missed something here. Oh, right, the rats are... That's right, I'm an idiot. The rats are getting the ball. That's why. Oh, dumb. So the rats got to score here to tie it up. There we go. That makes much more sense. Okay. Oh, crap! He's got it on his one-turner. This is it, folks. We're going to see a one-turn touchdown streak right up this sideline. It is going to happen. He's going to get his licks in when he can, but he's got to do this. Tie the game up and leave an entire half, get his wake-ups back. This is potentially huge for DK. What an interesting development. He's going to blitz. Sack on this guy. I love it. Just gets the push, though. Even with the Dauntless going after... Why did he use the Dauntless? That's weird. Here he goes. Here he goes. There it is, folks. The game is tied up to start the second half. It's almost like... I mean, unfortunately, you can't exactly consider it like it being that happening in the first half, because now Dalt is going to get the ball, and obviously his plan is going to be to grind the 2-1. But if we can get some wake-ups, if we can get those rats woken up, we will have a full-on game here, folks. Oh, baby! We've got a full-on slobber-knocking barn burn.
A fresh start, fellas. You can return to the snow. One team is lighter players, not a significant difference. Can impact the game.
This needs to be a hell of a kick.
Oh, now the rats, they're smartly in a deployed defense here. So what they're going to do is he's going to wait for Bawa to commit, and then he's going to release his whole team. So we've got 9 players to shoot. So again, with Skaven 8 to 10, so only a 2-player disadvantage right now for Skaven. No, yeah, 2-player disadvantage. Yeah, 8 to 10. So, and the Skaven have got the movement out the wazoo. So it really is not, of all teams that can make a play on defense with limited numbers, Skaven is it. Another touchback, man, crappy kicking we're seeing so far in this matchup. Just craptacular kicking. Dalt's thinking about where he wants to put that ball. Yep, I expected it as such. He is going to slow play this. He's going to try to stay out of that range, and he's going to try to pound these rats. But he really can't stay that far out of the range because Skaven got the movement. So if he fails on a rat pound, you're definitely going to see the Skaven pressure to try to pull one out. This should be pretty interesting.
Get in their face.
Puts the diving tackle for the base.
Come on, guys. Together.
All right, we got our first pal on Nurgit. Just a stun. So not a huge deal there.
don't understand what she did, but she has a good
Another
edge.
stun. He can deal with that.
Good call. Intimidation is the key. It was one of my strengths when I was still playing. Ball is secure. Can the other team steal
All right,
it
thank you
away?
for following me, Jim Sardonic, one of the great coaches in NBP-Pro.com. Make sure you check that out. Check the website out, although I'm pretty sure everybody in this Twitch is probably already a member, but maybe you're not. Who knows? Now we've gotten even more people. We're up to 5. So, interesting to see where the Kitchen Raiders take this. I mean, they have the movement to go down and try to screen off, but I don't know that I would do that. I mean, I don't know what I would do here. I'm a terrible agility coach. I'm a pretty bad bash coach, too, but I'm a really not good agility coach. So,
This is going to be decisive.
That player just won't go down.
yeah, so he's playing it safe. Trying to keep all his pieces available to respond. I still think that the Amazons are going to try to wall off and create a lane down here. Will they be able to?
This player
That'll be
likes to be
another
well
question.
assisted in a fight.
That's it. Force him back and then pow!
That's indeed right. DK has got some crazy rats. Uh-oh. Is the stream going to go down again?
They're gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a sandwich.
Yeah, he's still got a core of rats I wouldn't want to deal with right here. And I still think he's...
Yeah, smells like a good old-fashioned
Yeah,
fight.
he already blitzed, so he blitzed with no follow-up. So, just gonna base him up. But yeah, double strength up, 2 different AG5 rats, 2 AG5 gutters. That's just pretty awesome. And then, of course, his movement up. I think he's really just got knocked on his butt. No, where is he? Oh, is that him? No. Oh, right here. I think we're going to see a crack on Harper Lee. Is about to get punched in the face, I think, by Krytik at some point. Now you see, I still think the rats are going to have to force the issue, only because if he waits until the ball comes down here, they may not have enough time to get the ball down the pitch. Whereas if he can send a couple interceptor rats down
And what
there.
a
Oh, crap!
graceful
Didn't even know the motherfucker had leap.
leap through the air.
That's what I'm talking about. He popped out of that scrum like he was a fucking Pop-Tart. And there he is, Popper Tartness. I like it. That was the first Skaven leap I've ever seen, actually. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Beautiful flying tackle.
Diving tackle, though, it's the second time. You gotta pay attention to diving tackle. I say this as someone who's never pays attention to diving tackle. That you gotta pay attention to diving tackle. You might see Harriet Tubman go down here and throw a pass. I could see it going to Hedwig, to line person, so probably not. But I could definitely see him. But I don't think he wants to score that early, because then that leaves all the time in the world for the Skaven to make it 2-2. So there's no way he does that. But at the same time, this piece has got wrestle. He can't just leave him. He can't just leave Harriet Tubman wide open there. Wow, I picked up a lot of viewers. I guess the Rebel and Shushnik game must have. Ooh, Dubs! Dubs re-rolled into one push and a skull.
He's on him now, like a halfling on a hot
Dolph's a wily character, though. He's a hell of a coach, so I definitely know he's got a strategy up his sleeve to stall out this clock and hopefully score on his turn 16. But even then, you know, which he did since he deferred, so, or he received in the first half, so it would be the end of the game because he's got the final turn.
At the same time.
Probably hoping for injuries. I gotta say, if these rats stay on this pitch and don't get knocked down, I definitely think it's going to be a rough time, potentially, for the Amazons.
Unity is strength.
That's it. Force him back and then pow!
Oh, there we go. Make off with crumbs. That's a big player to lose. One of his AG5s with Dauntless.
Really, don't let them.
That's rough.
They're massive and can take your hand right off.
He's got to blanket this player up here, but it doesn't matter because he has leap. There we go. There it is.
All good.
Very
Solid,
smart.
if not spectacular.
But where's he going to go with that? Wherever he goes, those rats are going to be able to get him. I mean, he's got the diving tackle on the one piece and over here, but he ain't going to be able to. All he'd have to do is Nurget him, and then that leaves Crytek open to hit, and he'll certainly be able to get one player free in order to get a 2-die. Certainly. Wow. Guard all day long, though. He figures he's going to be saved by the guard, but I wouldn't necessarily be so sure. I mean, probably saved by the guard. I mean, and first of all, can we just point out how ridiculous it is that he managed to get this many pieces with guard? You have to roll doubles to get guard with Amazon, because they don't have regular access. Well, the Blitzers have strength access, correct? Alright, so maybe not then. Maybe it's just the line. Alright, so all the Blitzers have guard. I thought he had guard on line people. But someone clue me in. I'm assuming you don't need doubles on a Blitzer to get strength access, because I don't know how in the hell he'd have guard and Mighty Blow on all of them unless he had literally the best luck in the world. Alright, Harper Lee is down and off the pitch. So this will be interesting to see where the follow-up is going to go. Thank you, Midway. Yes, so they do have, so that it's not out of the ordinary. But I know Dalt still has some line people with it, doesn't he? Oh no, just seems like he has a million blitzers. But when I played Bawa, I certainly remember line women with guard. So we'll see. Yes, once I noticed the Mighty Blow, I assumed they had strength access, because I highly doubt he was getting doubles with 4 characters and twice. That would be like 8 sets of doubles to pull that off.
Magnificent diving tackle.
Failed diving tackle, finally. I love it. DK is like, I ain't afraid of your diving tackle. Oh, it's still spammed. Come on, Midway. He's got every blitzer has guard. That's spammed if I don't know what it is. But guard's good stuff. I mean, it's one of the most versatile and underappreciated skills, I think.
They're attacking the ball carrier, Bob.
I know, Jim. I'm watching.
I agree, Steel Drake. I feel like that rat should have blitzed, but he's going down now.
Only use for a ball, in my opinion.
Huge. And diving tackle. He's got his AG4 piece right here who can go right around the horn, scrum in, and then get that ball and get out. Oh, snap. Gets the pickup, and he's got the movement, and he's almost got himself almost a built-in screen here. And don't forget those checking in. Make sure to check out nvp-pro.com for all the good news about the NVP-Pro PS4 Blood Bowl League. This is week 1 of our 6th season. We do 2 sets of 3 seasons in a cycle. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's got the reroll, though, doesn't he? No. Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate. That sucks. Because now you can, I mean, for DK, I don't want to sound biased, but that is rough.
Unity is strength.
This player, the attacker, smells weakness.
Push him right on the ball. See which way. Oh, could it take a better bounce for Dalt?
Going for the ball, but can they pick it up?
They fight well, they throw the ball well.
Throwing one dies. The sack to throw one dies. Oh, and he puts another diving tackle piece, Elizabeth Caddy Stanton, on the ball.
It looks like that's stew on the menu tonight. Not what you'd expect.
Oh! 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 We still have a ridiculous game going here, folks. Well, he's definitely not going to pick it up with Nurgit. Is he gonna try to beat diving tackle again? I can't imagine he does. Maybe he does have to pick it up with Nurgit. Because Hedwig don't have diving tackle, so he can dodge out with Nurgit, scoop, and go north. Have a pretty amount of decent movement. Of course, he's going to let himself wide open. He's going to take a blitz. There's no question. I just don't think the Rats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 pieces, I don't know if they've got enough to deal with the volume of the Zons. But you can try to make it as hard as possible for them to score. I mean, obviously nobody wants to see a journey rat. Wow. Well, I only needed a 3, but I'm worried about. Oh, all right. I was gonna say it's DK's dodges have been pretty rough.
The player needs to secure it, and fast. All merged together in seamless
Diving tackle and another knockout. Unfortunately, the only AG up rat left is stunned up here, so he's not going to do anything for a bit. He's not going to gain hold of that ball. Wow. Yes, it's an Amazon with an AG up. Oh, there is a rat with an AG up on the pitch. He's currently knocked down. But I think you'll see a blitz on Krytek, and maybe a hit on Rachel Rabies. Oh, I get it, Rachel Rabies instead of Rachel Ray. That's kind of funny. So it's still cooking related. Big props.
Players arrived to assist their teammate.
That's correct. It was Drake, but he does have a rat with a G in wrestle. He's just over there. He's not really in a position. All right, so now he could pick the ball up without penalty. Puts the diving tackle piece on it, which is smart. That way, if calamity happens, he's still gonna have to dodge in and out or get that player on his back. That knockout on the failed GFI really hurt.
Failure that could cost his team dear.
Dolt. I'm totally calling Dolt from now on. Another failed pickup. So now the question is, are you going for the win or are you going for the tie? Because if you're potentially going for the tie, I feel like you could try to flood the zone here with as many bodies as possible so that Dolt has to take a lot of dice actions in order to free it up, and he has one reroll left. So you hope that he fails on those dice actions. Dolt MC. I like it. That diving tackle, that's a tough. You need a 5 or a 6. Ooh! Soup Can Sammy going down. We're picking up a lot of viewers now. We're up to 12. Everybody joining in. If you're not a regular, make sure to check out nbp-pro.com. That's Knuckle B Praised. So nbp-pro.com for all the news and information about our wonderful little PS4 Blood Bowl League. As I said, this is Season 6, Week 1, a matchup in our Ardent Followers Conference. The division is Tar and Feather. I believe it's AFC, hopefully, so hopefully I didn't make a faux pas there. And it's Week 1, basically the way the season is structured. We have 24 teams in our Pro. That's going to be 3 divisions and 2 conferences each. 4 players per division. They play everybody once, then we do 2 interconference weeks in which they'll play teams from another conference, and then we do a second set of divisional games. So it's very similar to half of an NFL season, kind of, is the way that the layout is there. The winners of the divisions, plus which would be 6, plus 2 other teams, the highest point total accruing teams will be the 8 teams that face off in the Knuckle Challenge Series playoff. And also, we do a 2-1-0 scoring system here in NBP. Most leagues are going to use a 3-1, but we feel the 2-1 is much better for parity, and it keeps the games much more interesting because you can't just run away with it. In a 3-1 league, if you win your first 3 or 4 matches, you're not getting caught. It's nearly impossible. Here, because it's only worth 2 and then 1, ties are huge in NBP. Anything to avoid the loss, really, because you come out a couple games without points, you're going to be in serious trouble. Man, just all the dice going Dalt's way right now. I think we'll see him try to pick that ball up with Hedwig and then screen down here. Oh, here we go. This is Dalt's last reroll. Oh, and he gets it. So, just enough for Knuckle to tease. That is going to make it very hard. But not impossible. Bob Darkness can still get there.
These 2 players work well together.
throw himself a one die. And I believe, yeah, you can get there with 2 GFIs to base. So, it's looking like it's going to be Popper Tartness, the one reroll with the ability to blitz. If he can free that ball up. All we need is a power or a both down.
In a draw. Do something, please.
Well, he's not going down now. I think he's thinking about re-rolling it, but he chose not to.
Solid tactic. If you kill the fool carrying the ball, then you stop him from scoring.
That's all DK can do. I don't know if that'll work out for him, but... Yes, this is the third season in the second cycle, not the third cycle. The third cycle starts with Season 7. Season 1, 2, and 3 were Cycle 1. Seasons 4, 5, and 6 are Cycle 2. So this is the final season of Cycle 2 before Cycle 3 will be back at 1000 TV. We're big on parity here. And once you go through 3 seasons, it gets pretty bloated with TV. Yes, and it is a very unique format. It allows people to switch around, try out different teams. We've also got a mid-season call-up, so you can get a player ready on your developmental team and buy them for your pro team in mid-season. So we do a lot of really cool stuff. We do some end-of-season transfers as well as end-season call-ups, which rules function a little bit differently for that, but make sure to check out our bylaws at nbp-pro.com. If you do have a PS4 and are interested in getting into some Blood Bowl action, I believe we may even have some spots available in our Proving Ground, which is our farm league where the winners of Proving Ground earn an automatic berth into Pro. And if we have no attrition in Pro, then the lowest performing coaches in Pro actually get relegated. So we've got relegations, we've got promotions, mid-season call-ups, season cycles. Pretty unique league here. It looks like he's gonna run, and yeah, now this is the Raiders' last turn. I think there's nobody that can get to him. Potentially, I mean, he'd need to survive diving tackle 3 times. Probably not gonna happen. Well, not 3 times. I mean. Oh, right, the leap. Only once. Can he? All right, this is going to be it, folks. Oh, snap! Oh, just a pow. No pows. No pows. Oh, he's going down, folks. He is going down. Holy bejesus. Well played by DK Bananas Kitchen Raiders, but still would have the movement to scoop it up. But 67% on a pickup, you need a 3+, 3, 4, 5, or 6. I don't know about that. That is oh, he still did. I mean, that's the best he possibly could have hoped for. I think, quite frankly, I think DK did everything to put himself in a position for the tie. So now, no rerolls, only one player who has the ability to scoop that ball up and score without GFIs. 1, 2, 3. Can Rosa Parks do it? Everything is on Rosa's shoulders, ladies and gentlemen. No idea what he's doing by basing that player. And he's down. It's last turn of the game. Unless he's going to do a turn 16 foul and risk ejection. You're absolutely, fear of the one-turner is absolutely right.
Molested enemy in the end zone? Not my day.
You're absolutely right.
Player open in the enemy.
Oh, I see what he's doing.
Waiting for the
He's hoping that if he fails the pickup, that somehow it can scrum into... It's over, folks! It is over! Holy crap! What a game, ladies and gentlemen. What a game. 1-1 tie. The fear of the one-turner absolutely kept Bawa from scoring on their turn 15. Wow. Absolute insanity. What a hell of a game. Week 1, and just I was saying now, this instead of Bawa starting with a 2-score advantage or 2 wins or 2 points, 1 win, now it's a 1-1 tie. Absolutely crazy. Let's switch over to our statistics here. So it looks like 16 armor breaks for Bawa versus 5 armor breaks. Now on those 5 armor breaks, the Raiders managed to secure 3 injuries off of 5 armor breaks. That's pretty incredible. I'm sorry, 2 injuries. One of the injuries, I believe, was a failed GFI on the Bawa side. So 2 injuries inflicted by Bawa, 2 injuries inflicted by the Raiders. Bawa had the ball 62% of the time. But Skaven gonna Skaven, and they only need 1 or 2 turns. We saw a 1-turn score, double the blocks for Bawa, 51 blocks to 26 blocks. The Kitchen Raiders, 3 times the amount of rushing yards for Bawa. But that's just incredible. Looking at the SPP game, looks like the Ruffles gets the MVP. Rosa Parks with the MVP, so she's only 1 away now from potentially getting that sure hands. Unfortunately, Nurgit got 2 points, so we'll see if DK hires him. Probably not, because I think he's going to need to replace another more important player. And then we go down to the dice roll. Bawa had 10 ones, 6 twos, so and look at 19 sixes. The Kitchen Raiders had 34 ones and 31 sixes. Obviously, they rolled way more dice than Dalt did, but you also have to remember it counts armor breaks from the opposing team in there, so they're not really, it's not really accurate. Oh wow, you can even check out the block dice. Look at that, the Raiders and pretty even. A lot of skulls for Dalt. All his ones came in the block dice. Pretty incredible. So we're midway through week 1. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Make sure we check out nbp-pro.com for all your PS4 NBP Blood Bowl needs. And make sure you follow me here on the old Twitch, because I will be having many more awesome games as we kick off Season 6 of Nuffle Be Praised Pro League. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and remember to always praise Nuffle.